You worry about the future, bills, work, relationships, and the harder you try to control it all, the heavier life feels. But what if I told you worry itself is the trap? And more than 2000 years ago, Lao Tzu discovered a way out. He called it the Tao, the way. Not a religion, not a belief system, but a path to flow with life instead of fighting against it. In this video, I'll share 6 Taoist teachings that can dissolve your worry and return you to peace. Stay until the end, because the last one is the hardest to practice and the one that frees you the most. Let's begin with the first teaching. 1. Trust the river of life. Lao Tzu said, "Life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. Don't resist them. That only creates sorrow. Let reality be reality." Think of a river. It bends and curves, sometimes calm, sometimes rapid, but always flowing forward. When we try to control everything, it's like standing in the river, trying to push the water back. Exhausting, impossible. But when we trust the river, we float. And don't we do the same? We overwork ourselves, checking emails at midnight, trying to fix every problem immediately. We meddle in relationships, pushing people to be what we want. We stress, we fear rejection, we cling. But Taoist wisdom whispers, trust. The river is carrying you somewhere, even if you cannot see the next bend. What looks like loss today may reveal itself as tomorrow's blessing. What feels like failure now may be the path that saves you later. When we stop forcing, when we stop resisting, we discover life has its own intelligence. Trust the flow, don't force the river. So let me ask you, where in your life are you still trying to push back the river? 2. Step off the endless treadmill. Look around. Everyone is chasing something: promotion, more money, more love, more recognition. But have you noticed? The chase itself makes us miserable. Every extra thing we chase adds another layer of anxiety. The faster we run, the more distant peace becomes. The Tao warns us. When ambition rules, joy disappears. When striving never stops, peace is lost. Think of the influencer refreshing their phone every 10 minutes. One negative comment ruins their day. Or the worker who reaches every goal, yet still lies awake at night asking, what's next? Because enough never arrives. The Taoist way is different. It says, stop running, step off the treadmill, because happiness isn't ahead of you. It's already here if you pause to notice. Like a butterfly that lands gently when you stop chasing it, peace arrives when you stop demanding more. So ask yourself, what are you chasing so hard that you no longer notice the joy already in your hands? 3. Return to the present moment. Lao Tzu gives us a simple map. If you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. If you are at peace, you are living in the present. Most of our worry comes from time traveling in our minds, replaying old mistakes, imagining disasters that may never come. But in doing so, we miss the only place peace can exist. Now, in this breath, think about it. How often are you truly here? Not scrolling through thoughts of yesterday, not worrying about tomorrow's what ifs, but simply present in this breath, in this moment. Practicing presence doesn't have to be complicated. It can be as simple as noticing the taste of your coffee in the morning, feeling your feet on the ground as you walk, listening, really listen when a loved one speaks. Each small moment pulls you back into the now, and when you return to the present, worry loosens its grip. Try it now. Take one breath, notice it. This is peace, not tomorrow, not yesterday, right now. 4. Simplify the path. Lao Tzu wrote, manifest plainness, embrace simplicity, reduce selfishness, have few desires. Worry grows in clutter, not just in our homes, but in our lives. Clutter of possessions, clutter of schedules, clutter of desires pulling us in every direction. When life is overloaded, peace has no space to breathe. The more we pile onto life, the more we fear losing it. Example: a person chasing luxury buys a big house, the fast car, the endless purchases. then spends years worrying about the mortgage, the bills, the maintenance, the debt. The very thing he thought would bring freedom becomes a burden. The Tao teaches us, lighten the load. Declutter your room, your calendar, even your mind. Let go of what is unnecessary. Simplifying is not about deprivation. It's about freedom. It's about creating room for peace to return. You'll notice, with less to carry, you finally breathe again. So, what could you release today to create more space for peace? 5. Root yourself in the inner way. Lao Tzu wrote, "Those who stand on tiptoe do not stand firm." Standing on tiptoe, that's what it feels like when we stretch beyond our limits, trying too hard, living for outside approval, always reaching, always unsteady. And isn't that most of us? Our mood rises with likes on Instagram. It falls with one bad email at work. We live on tiptoe, always pulled by forces outside us. But Taoist wisdom says, turn inward. Live by your inner law, not outer noise. Then, even when storms rage outside, you remain steady within. Think of a tree. Its branches sway in the wind, but its roots hold firm. When you live from your center, praise cannot inflate you. Criticism cannot deflate you. You stay rooted in peace. 6. Release the ego's grip. Finally, Lao Tzu warns, names and concepts only block your perception of the great oneness. The ego clings to roles, titles, and possessions. It says, I am my job, I am my success, I am my appearance. But all of these change, they fade. And when they do, worry follows. Taoism invites us to loosen our grip, to see ourselves not as fragile identities, but as part of something vast, flowing, eternal. The sages tell of an archer. When he practiced alone, his aim was perfect. But in competition with a prize at stake, he missed every shot. What changed? Not his skill, only his worry. His ego clung to the outcome, and in that clinging, he lost his flow. And so do we. Exams, interviews, first dates. The moment we obsess over outcome, we lose our peace. But when we release the ego, we float again. And in that surrender, there is freedom. And isn't that true? Most of what we fear never happens. And when life does change, we often discover blessings hidden in disguise. So why waste today worrying about tomorrow? So remember these 6 Taoist ways to release worry. Trust the river. Step off the treadmill. Return to the present. Simplify the path. Root yourself inward. Release the ego. The Tao is not about control. It's about trust. It's about letting life flow. So take a breath. Release your grip. Step into the Tao and discover the peace that was always waiting for you. If this message touched your heart, let me know in the comments. What's one worry you're ready to release today? And if you want more wisdom like this, subscribe. This channel is your sanctuary for peace. Thank you for watching.